Yo Binfield is 27 years of age, a library resource officer at Kangan Institute, lives in North Melbourne, Victoria. What's Yo short for?
Yoland.
Yoland?
Yes.
That's a lovely name, isn't it? James is your partner. G'day, James.
Hey.
How are you?
Good.
That's the way. Hey, you went to the doctor because you felt seasick all the time. Doctor said it was anxiety. Asked you what you're anxious about. You said you're worried that you wouldn't achieve your goals. The doctor asked you what your goals were and you said?
I'd like to live on a boat. Yeah. I didn't put two and two together at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah? But there you go. You're thinking about living on a boat and you're getting seasick all the time. Anyway, Yo, we could banter like this all day, but you must answer this question. Are you ready?
No.
Tell me when.
Okay, go.
It is believed that the sport of soccer takes its name from what word? Accreditation, society, soc, association.
Had to get a sport question. And I can't pass,
No,
so...
8 seconds.
I guess I'll just give it a go and say society.
You reckon?
Oh, yeah, okay. It's in now.
Yo, no. See, it was known as originally as association football.
Oh,
So
right.
it's de-association, yeah. So the colloquial term originated in the 1880s.
That's all right.
So that's where soccer came from, association.
That's okay.
Joe, good luck. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Hey, Grant.
How are you, Ed?
I'm well, mate. Grant Elrell is from Greensboro, Victoria. He's a business development manager, 46 years of age. Hey, Grant, hold fire, buddy. We're going to play for $250,000. That's Boys Own annual stuff. Grant Elrell is ready to go. All right, let's go for $500. In the colour code CMYK, what does the letter C represent? A, crimson. B, cream. C, cerise. D, cyan.
CMYK. Never actually heard of it. I'm thinking,
You
given
can
it's...
pass if you like.
Yeah, I'm thinking I might pass it. Actually, I really don't know.
Catch you later, Grant.
Throwing the record.
See you later. Andrew, welcome to the hot seat.
Thanks, Eddie.
Andrew Gibson is from Point Leo in Victoria, beautiful part of the world. These days retired from the steel industry, 63 years of age. Larry is your wife there. Hi, Larry.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
Have you got any idea about this question, Andrew?
Actually, I think I do know the answer.
Oh, fantastic, because Grant and I have got no idea. All right, I'll ask you the question. We'll find out a bit more about you. Let's hope you got it right. In the colour code, CMYK, what does the letter C represent? Crimson, cream, cerise, cyan.
Well, my wife's a bit of an artist, and so, people often say, it'd probably kill me if I didn't give the answer, which is D, lock in D. Eddie.
Lock in D. Cyan is correct for $500. Good.
I wanted to get one right, Ed.
There are the 4 ink colours used in colour printing, of course. CMYK stands for cyan, magenta, yellow, and the K is for the black key. There you go. Hey, $1,000. Ready to go?
Ready to go.
The Merry Melodies cartoon series was produced by which company? A, Warner Brothers. B, 20th Century Fox. C, Walt Disney Studios. D, Hanna-Barbera.
Well, I don't know the answer to this, Ed, but I'm thinking I'll go with A, Warner Brothers, please. Could lock that in for me?
Locked in and correct for $1,000. Yeah, Looney Tunes was also in there. Characters like Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, and more. I used to love that, Merry Melodies and all that stuff. Did you like the cartoons and those things?
I like them. Yeah, I did like the cartoons.
Yeah, fantastic. $1,500. Good luck, Andrew. The name of which of these countries is incorrectly spelled? A, Colombia. B, Morocco. C, Philippines. D, Papua New Guinea. One is spelled incorrectly.
Well, they all look right to me, I have to say. So I will toss out Colombia and Papua New Guinea. So it's got to be Philippines or Morocco. Morocco could have a double R and one C, or Philippines could have one L and two P. So I will lock in C.
Philippines is locked in. You got it right for $1,500. Should have had one L and two Ps as opposed to two Ps and one L in Philippines. Okay. Tell me about being run over. What happened? You stopped to help somebody and they ran you over. Well, you got run over while helping.
Yeah, I stopped at an accident. I was coming home from basketball with the wife and kids, and being a lifesaver, I've got some first aid training. There was an accident, stopped to help, and then a car came along. The lady driving didn't see all the people waving or the cars flashing their lights and ran right over the top of me. Well, she didn't run over the top of me. She ran underneath me. I flew off the road, and they lost me in the bush for a little while. And then, anyway, eventually I got in the ambulance and went to hospital, had a few weeks in hospital, multiple broken bones. And
Jeez.
But
so
came reasonably good.
So luckily she didn't see the cars flashing their lights, all the people around. So she hit you pretty hard.
Yeah, full frontal.
Yeah, flicked you up in the air. So far that they couldn't find you for a while.
Yes, that's right.
And how many bones were broken?
Well, after I came out of hospital, they said it was 29, but I did find a few later on.
Oh, Larry, where were you at this stage?
With him.
What happened? He just disappeared.
Yeah, he's on the side of the road in the bush.
You must have thought it was
horrific.
Must have thought it was the worst, did you?
Uh-huh.
How fast was she going?
Oh, well, I don't know because I was down the road a bit looking at something else that had happened.
Yeah.
But my kids standing on the side of the road saw it.
What a horrible scene.
Yeah.
The kid's okay now with it all?
Yes.
And how long did it take you to get better, Andrew?
A year.
Jeez. Wow. Mate, you also helped a mate once. He had a heart attack in 1990, gave him mouth-to-mouth, revived him, and he's still going, so you've given him 20-odd years of extra fun.
Yes. G'day, John. Hope you're going well.
John's going well. And also a volunteer in the bushfires with the CFA and Blaze Aid and all sorts of people. So, mate, you're into the community. You're obviously a good man. Father of 3. Larry's up the back there. Good on you, Larry. He's a good man, is he?
Yes, he is.
Seems like it too. Come on, mate, let's win some money. For $2,500. A bathymeter is an instrument for measuring what aspect of water? A, salinity. B, depth. C, current. D, clarity.
Well, I don't know what a bathymeter is, but I do know that a bathysphere is one of those things that goes right down to the extreme depth, so I will lock in B, depth.
Depth is in. Depth is correct for $2,500. For the Greek word bathos for deep, 4,000. Who filmed the famous World War II documentary Kokoda Front Line? A, Frank Hurley. B, J.P. Campbell. C, Damien Pera. D, Hubert Wilkins.
Well, I do know that Damien Pera was a very famous war photographer, and I've got a mental image of him sort of slopping through the mud, so I'm going to lock in C, Damien Pera, and hope for the best.
Locked in and correct for $4,000. His film actually won an Oscar in 1942 for Best Documentary Feature during the Second World War. And I think there's a movie coming out reasonably shortly, or at least a documentary, one or the other, about him. So we'll be able to see that coming up very, very shortly. 6 questions to go. We've got 5 contestants left and $250,000 on the board for $6,000. Which major tennis singles title did Lee Na win in 2011? A, French Open. B, US Open. C, Wimbledon. D, Australian Open. French Open, US Open, Wimbledon, Australian Open. Lee Na, 2011.
Okay, well, it could have been any one of those, and I am aware that Lee Na is a top women's tennis player, but I'm going to lock in D, Australian Open.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Locked in. She won this year's Australian Open. She won the 2011 French Open. I'm sorry, Andrew.
Some of them you don't know, Ed.
Nah, mate. Jodie Jenna is in the hot seat, ready to go. Come on, Jodie. Formerly married to Princess Margaret, Lord Snowdon is best known for his work as a what? Jodie is a photographer. Yeah, Sunday Times magazines, all sorts of things. A very good photographer. Thanks, Jodes. All of it. Brendan, the Chicken Whisperer.
That's right.
The Chicken Whisperer studying dentistry. How long to go, bud?
2.5 years, if I don't fail anything.
No, you'll be right.
I hope so.
Going along nicely?
Yeah.
Brendan,
Yep.
4 questions away from $50,000.
That'd be
Just
nice.
give me again the sound of the chicken sounding happy.
It's...
Sounding concerned because there's a brown snake.
It's very similar. You have to know the subtle differences.
$6,000 question. The expression tilt at windmills derives from which great novel? A. War and Peace. B. Robinson Crusoe. C. Don Quixote. D. David Copperfield.
I have absolutely no idea. Tilt at windmills. I have no idea. So I'm going to make like a chicken and wing it, and I'll go for B. Robinson Crusoe.
Yep.
Actually, make it A. Lock in A. Lock in
Whatever
A.
you want.
A's in.
Nah,
No?
wrong.
What was it?
Don Quixote. Sorry, mate.
That's all right.
Never
All good.
mind. What would a chicken say now?
Thanks, mate.
Good job. Hello, Janice.
Hello, Eddie.
How are you? Can you speak
good.
chicken? What does that mean, mate?
I've laid an egg.
Oh, there you go. Janice, I think you're off to the place that's not so happy there with that one.
I know.
All right. $6,000. Here's the question.
Okay.
A native animal found in northern Australia is the ghost what? A. Snake. B. Bat. C. Frog. D. Goanna.
Okay. Ghost. Native animal found in northern Australia is the... I'll lock in B.
Bat is locked in.
Yeah.
And correct for $6,000. Janice, get this right, you win 1,000. Next question for 20,000, get it wrong, and up comes Grant for a $10,000 question. Good luck.
Okay.
Vincent Massif is the highest peak of which continent? A. North America. B. Antarctica. C. South America. D. Africa.
It's a massive one, isn't it? Okay, I don't think it's Africa. And I don't think it's South America. So I'm going to lock in B, Antarctica.
Locked in?
Yeah.
Correct for $10,000. How about that, Janice? Yeah, hey, Bev, she's done well, hasn't she?
She has, very
That's
well.
it. You've won $1,000, Janice. What was that one? You went,
Oh, I don't know. Look, I'm so happy.
you are. That's fantastic, Janice. Wait till you win $20,000.
Oh, shut up.
You obviously need this money, do you?
Oh, it would help a lot.
What would it do for you?
Well, I look after Jet,
Yeah.
and I also look after my 82-year-old mother.
Yeah.
I've had Mum with me for four years, and
Yeah.
it's a tough time sometimes, but
Yeah.
we get on like a house on fire. She absolutely adores you.
Oh, she's a wonderful woman then.
Yes, yes, she is. And we sit there with our scotches and go, I could have answered that.
Quick, get her a scotch. She needs to answer the next one for 20,000. So, Janice, tell us again. Jet's 8 years of age.
Yes.
He's got autism,
And ADHD.
ADHD.
Yeah.
Mum's 82.
82.
She watches
Yeah.
the show with you every night, having a bit of a
Religiously.
little drink there.
Yes, we do.
Little heart starter.
Yeah.
For the rest of the night. Just tell me, with the 20 grand, what will you do?
Well, apart from doing the boring things like paying off credit cards and those sorts of things, the normal things, my son really wants to see the snow. So I was going to take him down to Thredbo or something, Perisher or something, so he
Good
can
on
see
you.
the snow and we can both learn to ski.
Good on you, Janice. Good luck. Part-time teacher's aid.
Yep.
20 grand, that's the equivalent of making 40.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty good day's work, okay?
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Here comes the question.
Cheers.
Super Dag, Leo Wanker and George Fungus are former alter egos of which Australian comedian? A. Barry Humphries. B. Gary McDonald. C. Graham Kennedy. D. Paul Hogan. You know this, don't you?
I know this.
You know this?
I would lock in D, Paul Hogan.
I'm going to lock Paul Hogan in. I'm not going to muck around. You know John Cornell, who was Strop?
Yes.
And Delvine, his beautiful wife, Delvine Delaney, you know,
Yes.
they're watching the show as we speak.
No.
Up in Byron Bay. Say hello to John and Corny.
Hi, John. How are you, mate?
They're watching it right now. And you know, to this very day, his best mate is a bloke by the name of Paul Hogan. They're great mates still. What a
Yeah.
great relationship they've had. The Paul Hogan show was fantastic. Crocodile Dundee, all those adventures together. And you know what they did? They wrote a lot of fantastic sketches about George Fungus, Leo Wanker and Super Dag. You've won $20,000.